Grab any t-shirt that you have laying around, preferably one that you're going to repurpose for something else anyway, and you're going to cut a 9 by 6 inch square. I will link a card above about how to do this tutorial more in depth, but for this one, you're just going to fold these little pleats and then you're going to stick it onto your duct tape and just fold your duct tape over. This is kind of the way you would apply bias tape, but it's duct tape, so it's way easier and so simple, anyone can do it. And you're going to cut off any of the extra part, and then you're just going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm just putting my little pleats in. This is for your nose to make it a little bit easier to fit around your face, and you're again going to just cut off any of the extra pieces. And this might look a little bit rough, but that's okay. So for the duct tape strap, I'm cutting out a 36-inch piece. This is the length you would use if you were actually tying this around, like if you were using a bias tape or a piece of string. But because I'm using duct tape, I also made it 36 inches, and you'll see that it actually fits twice around my face. So it is a little bit too long. You do not necessarily have to do 36 inches, just something to go around your face. And then I'm going to line it up with my nose and I'm going to wrap it around. And then I'm going to put some little pieces at the end, and I'm basically just going to stick this on and off because it's duct tape. And you'll see that my fit on this is a little bit janky. One of the pieces of my duct tape was actually longer than the other. This is obviously a super simple fix. All I had to do was cut it and make it a little shorter. But you can see even with this kind of janky fit, it still is staying on my face. And it was super simple to make. Next up, this is the easiest mask tutorial you will ever find. You're going to cut out a long piece of cotton that fits between both of your ears. I'm double siding mine because that is what is recommended. And then I'm literally just going to hold it up, and where my ears are, I'm just going to cut straight across. Because this is t-shirt material, it doesn't fray. I would recommend cutting it higher to the bottom of the t-shirt because you can see mine is a little bit high up on me, and therefore it was a little bit in my eyes, but hey, it works. And it's a mask and it's complete, and this literally took a minute, if that. Next up, we're going to do a headband. This was highly requested because a lot of people have found that the elastic has been hurting their ears. So you're just going to take 1-inch strips off the bottom of your t-shirt, and you're going to stretch them out because t-shirt material is super stretchy. So you just want to pull on it lightly to give it that stretch. You're going to use 3 pieces of this because we're going to be braiding them together. So you're just going to do a basic braid all the way down. And then for the ends, because this is a no-sew tutorial, I'm just going to use a safety pin, and I'm going to safety pin them together. I have super curly hair that's pretty coarse, and I did not find that the safety pin interfered at all. This also is great because it makes it adjustable, so depending on how you're wearing your hair, you can change it. And then I'm going to pin 4 inches away from the bottom of this. This is for where your ears are. In this no-sew, we're actually going to use these safety pins to attach to the mask. I will say this is not the easiest thing ever, but if you absolutely don't want to sew, this is way easier than pulling out that needle and thread. And I'm just going to loop the elastic in the safety pins. But for any of you guys who are like me, who just can't help but include one little sewing thing, I'm just going to add buttons where the safety pins were. Buttons are so much easier than these safety pins in terms of like actually putting the mask on. Obviously you have to sew 2 buttons on, which is a little bit upfront, but the results were way easier to put on, especially by yourself, and then you can take them off. So that button is right behind my ear, so I'm just gonna put my mask on and I'm going to attach the elastic to the buttons. I know it looks like they're right on my ears, but they are not. They are actually on the button and not on my ears. So that way it'll keep your ears protected and it won't be rubbing on them.